Oh, geez, I'm live. Sorry about that, guys. When the hell did I hit the stream button? Okay, anyways, I'm already streaming. I'm looking at it, I was just like, okay, why does it say stop streaming? I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm streaming. I don't know how long I've been doing it. Oh, for 30 seconds. That's cool. Well, that was a nice start. Anyways, I guess this is the setup. I'm trying a new setup here. See? Look at that keyboard, my wireless keyboard. My son had it, the old Run8 server, so this isn't my first rodeo for anybody wondering if or new to RTS or whatever. Um, but what had happened was originally the computer I'm using now was the original server before I went 24/7. When I went 24/7, and I forget how the hell that worked. I gotta think about that one for a second. Yeah, yeah, I bought that computer for him and the Run8 server, so I kind of did it. I said it was for him, which it was, but it was to go 24/7. But when I used to run sessions, I used to run sessions on this computer like I'm going to do now. And his computer just lies dormant. But I was able to salvage the wireless keyboard and the wireless mouse. It seems to be working pretty good. So this is cool. I don't know if you can see my shirt. I hate this shirt. I wear it on Sundays. This is my Sunday shirt. I don't hate this shirt. My son bought it to me. That's not nice. I don't hate this shirt. I just can't wear it out. It's one of these. It's one of these shirts you just get in Walmart. Something about I chased the pizza guy or something like that. I don't know. It's not showing, so that's good. Okay. I'm gonna load up things. I'm expecting a phone call from Ski, but he's getting supper ready, and I already ate a very early supper. So I just wanted to make sure that my camera was set up when I move things around a little bit. If I'm not having the camera on tonight, I don't have the chat window open right now. Although I suppose I could go into it real quick just to see what's going on. Never thought of doing that. All right. Nobody's watching, so that's cool. Getting supper ready, and I already ate a very early supper. How do you do that? How do you go into a chat window? Oh, hi. How do you go into a chat window without having to load up your damn YouTube? Can't stand that. It's got to be a better way. Anybody knows, let me know. Pop out chat. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Perfect. Okay. There we go. The chat can go here. Or it can go here. I don't care. Here, it can go up here. It can go right there, and I can see my volume. I don't need to see the volume. There we go. Perfect. All right. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up Run8. I would have probably rather had my thing open, but that's okay. I'll do it this way. I will do it this way. Where is it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's it. I've seen too many Run8s in there. I don't know, I got to clean up my start menu one of these days, but I got to clean up my room, my apartment first. Would be nice. So I'm going to go into Run8. I'll be out of chat for a minute. So this is kind of the pre-show before I take a video conference call thing. Oh, that thing's still showing. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I forget this is all windowed now. I'm not going to be running the camera. The chat will always be available on this channel, but when I'm running a server, I'm not going to be into chat or anything like that. I got my own chat. I've got everything else that's going on. I don't want to be dealing with that. I'm going to load up the Mojave sub without. So when the server typically starts, the best way to get a hold of me is to find a train. Now, what I may do is I may put. Notice how I put. Where the hell am I, anyways? Oh, okay. Why am I down here? Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, that's the extra board, Mojave Yard. Oh, the mic's already there? Well, that didn't take long. Okay. I got two mics, and it's hard to know which. Okay, that's Mike. Hang on a second. What happened was I was texting Mike or Ski, and there was another mic. There's so many mics I know. It's crazy. So, anyways, yeah. So what else was I going to do? I want to go into the world. So if I'm going to go Mojave, for a minute there, I thought I lost my world. I was like, oh crap, what did I do? That's not good. So you actually join by an extra board. So I'm going to let this roll for a bit as if it's running. I may change this. I may change the times of days. I might just let it go, quite frankly. Figure, why not? So this, for example, if you want to, the best way to get in touch with me, especially when things get busy, and you're looking to run a train or take a train or whatever, generally is to hijack the train. And I don't mind, especially if a train is coming to a stop. But generally speaking, I would prefer people go for a train. Now, you're not going to be able to see this dispatch board quite like this. You'll actually see a bunch of orange dots. So if you go up to here, you'll see the train is running. Or he should be. He's just going to start up, actually, because the server just started up. But if I was to hit F11 and click on... Well, I got to be close to it, I guess. Too far away from it. Okay. So if you hit F11, you see you go in here, right? Now, you got to get yourself over to... That thing doesn't work as far as I know. I'm not 100% positive of that. It might. But channel 0 is fine, since there's only very few people. So this is what I call hijacking a train to tone the dispatcher. Right now, you're not interrupting the train's movement whatsoever. You're just a passenger on board hijacking. And as far as I know, don't quote me on this, and I'm going to test this later with Ski. Right now the server's not on, but I'll test this later with Ski. But as far as I know, you don't need engineer access to do this. Don't quote me on that one. You may need it, and if so, I'll give it to people as they come on. It's not a problem. So what you want to do is don't worry about the channel. In certain territories, the channel matters. Here it doesn't. For California, it doesn't matter. So all you have to do is you're looking for the channel that you're on. You're looking for the tone code. Sorry, now I'm making things really confusing. So throughout this territory, including Palmdale Cutoff, is star 54. The only difference would be star 13, but for the most part, you could probably use star 54 and get a hold of the UP dispatcher, even from BNSF, I would imagine. So what you do is you already hit the DTMF mode, and you hit star 54. So you notice it's basically I haven't taken any access whatsoever. I'm inside the cab of the train, and I'm toning the dispatcher. What that does for me is an external dispatcher, which I will not be running tonight, but if I was running external dispatcher, that tone will get my attention a lot more than just chat, because what happens is these guys call signals all the time, and it becomes, especially if people are chatting, which is I'm totally okay with, as long as communications, it's not interrupting official communications. If you guys want to chat with each other, if you're going to get into an extended chat, I would recommend switching a channel. So you can go to channel whatever, like you can go channel 01, for example. And channel 0 will still broadcast everywhere as far as I know, including 1, but you won't be able to broadcast on channel 0. So you go channel 00 to get back, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 0. Yeah, channel 0. And you're all set. So that's how you tone. if you've had permission. Like I said, if a train's sitting in a siding, I got no problem with you just taking control. But let me use a good example here. This guy just took off, so he's running. Now, I may have a scheduled meet, like, for instance, say these guys here. I kind of have that scheduled. I wouldn't recommend you take a train in a scheduled meet, but this guy, for example, doesn't have a light. So you can see he's already gone. And this is over at Tehachapi. What you can do is you can still hijack the train. Same way, you just move like with your WSAD. Hold shift. It takes a while to get over there, unfortunately, but you know, it's a little slow. I wish it would put you in a better seat or put you right in. Unfortunately, with the AI, that's what it does. So it takes you a good 30 seconds to get over here. And it doesn't matter where the AI is running, as long as he doesn't, and you can't even see his signal because the AI parks so close. But once you get over, and I'm holding down D and shift to move right. Once you get over, you do the same thing. GTM star 54. That'll tone the dispatcher, and it'll be probably a different tower. So now it's detected on the Walong tower. Now, assuming you got permission from the dispatcher, which will be me tonight, you can basically click onto it as long as you as long as you're all set up. You hit relinquish when stopped. Now you're relinquished. So now it's all yours. You control F11. Now you're in the driver's seat. Everything is yours. Of course, you can't see the signal very well, but now you can see. You can go. Where is it? Oh, right alt. I'm getting used to this computer. Woo! What is that? Well, that's right control. Okay, right shift. It's been a while. Yeah, ha ha ha. I have to get used to all these controls again. There it is, right alt. I'm not used to this keyboard, so I'm going to be doing stuff like that. So, of course, you can't see the signal right there. But there it is right there. So as dispatcher, I would just go ahead and, you know, line you up. There you go. So anything above a 3, you're ready to go. Notice, you know, the AI is not controlling it. You're in control of it. If you're done and you want to give it back and you're done your run for the night, all you have to do is, first of all, you should tone the dispatcher again. Contact them, say, you know, you're interested in tying down. The more notice you give, the better. So if you can't stay the entire 4 hours, it's not a big deal. If you can only stay an hour, 30 minutes, whatever, that's fine. Then you come into here and then you hit AI recruit. So now the AI engineer has come aboard there. And he's all set up. Of course, you probably don't see the text that's here because it's probably, I don't know what my live stream is doing. It might be plopping up where that little text window is, more than likely. But so there you go. Now the AI is taking control. So local operations, that gets a little bit more complicated. I do have a local train that's out at probably out by this guy here. Somewhere around here. Oh, there. That's my local guy right there. And of course, you know, the sun's going to be setting down tonight. It's going to get into dark. I'm probably going to leave it at 2000 and basically just finish up this job tonight at the beginning and then see how things go. He's going to be light power headed back. What do I have? Do I have 2 units? No, I have 3. If for some reason you don't want to chase a train down, what you can always do, and I don't mind you doing this as long as you have access. If you don't have engineer access, like I said, I think you can hijack the train, but don't quote me on that, and I will test it later. But there's two engines here in Mojave. I don't think you can click onto it without having it AI or something. Yeah. So again, you can just click onto an engine, do the same thing. And of course, in the yard, you're not putting it to AI because these are units that are sit there. It's basically the text that you're not seeing is it's acknowledged, waiting for the DS to call back, and that's it. Don't AI recrew it. You just relinquish it. At the end of the night, the server will just end. I will announce when we're up, a 5-minute warning. You do not have to stop the train. You can keep running at track speed as if the time keeps on going, because the AI is going to stop and do its own thing anyways. So it's not a big deal, even if it's a player train. Any player trains that come on from one session to the next, if nobody takes it again, I will AI the train. So it's not a big deal. So that's pretty much a primer for tonight. Hopefully that, I don't know, I'm going to put a post up because there are a few new users. If what happens is, and you've been hearing the beeps and stuff like that, that's basically the AI is going to constantly beep. And the bigger the territory, the harder it is, because what happens is he's constantly calling signals. Now, I will be paying attention to the dispatch board. Normally, I'll have the dispatch board on, unless of course, I've got everything set up pretty smooth. I'm not going to be always at this chair. This chair is nice and all for doing this, but I'm going to be out and about. I might be moving furniture tonight, to be quite honest, until I'm satisfied with this. I mean, I like the rail driver where it is right now. It's good for my camera stand because the camera is supposed to be on a monitor. Well, guess what? My monitor is a big high definition TV on the other side of the room. So it doesn't work as well to that. Locals, I'll get more into that as we move forward. Now it's 4:45 Eastern right now. I'm going to end this as is. I'm just going to post this over to the Wikia. It's, we're an hour and 15 minutes away. I may do some testing with Ski later on. He should be calling. Speak of the devil, there he is. So I think that's him. I'll just check my message here. I'm going to end this here in a moment anyway. So, oh no, it's somebody else. That's my other friend, Mike. Hi, Mike. Yeah, I'll leave. I'm not going to let you watch all this. It's just the other Mike that I confused. I was like, what are you talking about, brother? Anyways, so yeah, I'll be back on just before 6 p.m. probably, before I set everything up. There will be no dispatcher password. As I give people access tonight, their IPs will show over the live stream. If you have an issue with that, don't connect. That's all I got to say about that. I know some people get all worried about IP addresses. Trust me, any website that sees your IP address. So if your IP address shows, do not be offended. It's everybody sees it. It's not personal. It's just like I give my IP addresses, it's a lot less personal than your email addresses. So, your emails can be spammed, hacked. Well, it can't be really hacked, but IPs, people cannot get in as long as you have a proper. People can just choose any IP they want and do whatever. I mean, relax. So don't worry about your IP address showing. It's not a big deal, as far as I know. And if it becomes a big deal, then I would have to stop live streaming my sessions. And I really don't want to do that if I don't have to. And that's the way I do my servers. I'm going to be giving access constantly. So that screen is going to Come on, come up. Do I have this? Do I have this? Oh no, I already closed it. Okay. Anyways, that's it for now. Gonna end it here. Get some last minute preparedness going on. Maybe set up a few things. Probably chit chat with Mike shortly. See what goes on. So, anyways, if you have any questions, I will monitor the Wikia in about the next hour. So, if you have any further questions, let me know. Again, the chat will be up, but it's not going to be something I'm going to see because I'm going to be in the server chat. If you have questions, you can tone me. You can always ask questions. Don't be afraid. You know, just because I'd like to keep things professional doesn't mean I'm not open to answer questions. But most of the questions, especially if you have questions now, put them on the Wikia so that I can answer them ahead of time. If you have a question that comes up during the session and you need answers, well, then that's okay. You know, some people are going to be new, some people don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on half the time. It's been a while since I've actually hosted a session, and I anticipate that this might be a fairly busy one, possibly. If it's not, there's going to be plenty of AI, and I will keep the traffic flowing as much as the AI gumball machine lets me. And I'm not going to rig the AI gumball machine. You know, I'm going to let it do its thing. If people want to spawn some trains, that's fine. I'm okay with it within reason. I'm the one that will make final discretion on it if I don't think it's appropriate. I don't mind a passenger train. You know, as long as it's not a stupid passenger train. Like, I mean, you know, something typical, this Wrigley Brothers train or all that other garbage. I mean, you know, whatever. Just run a train. You know, run a train. If you want to run a tough train, you want to run a grain train, you want to run, you know, whatever. I don't care. If you want to run an intermodal, fine. If you want to run a particular passenger train like in the Northeast and you want to run it because you like the Northeast passenger Amtraks and you want to run it to the Southwest, I ain't gonna worry about that too much. Um, you know, I'm not worried about those little minor things. This is Proto Lance. We're here to have fun. But I do want to stay prototypical as far as the car forwarding system. So no, you're not going to be able to switch every industry just because you're on the server and want to. There's going to be times that switching's available, and there'll be times that won't, and that's all there is to it. And until we get things rolling again, I'm waiting for that next local to come. If it doesn't call up by a few sessions from now, I'll spawn one in so that we have it ready by the next daylight. So we're at 2000. By the time 6 p.m. rolls along, it will be 2000 in the server. We're going to be running to midnight tonight in server time, which means 6 p.m. Eastern till 10 p.m. Eastern. So, anyways, I'll see you probably. I'll be on another hour from now, and I'll boot everything up, and I'll pause the clock, let everything start going, and then I'll let it go. We'll see you then. Okay, have a good one. Talk to you later.